Hello, GMR Podcasters. This is Sarah Tracy of Just Saying Page. I post really awesome, clever quotes, witty jokes, thoughts provoked on the daily. So check me out, justsayingpage.com. And we're on Twitter. Look me up. Thank you.
You can hear my show on Stitcher. Stitcher is radio on demand. Download the free app today. Listen anytime, anywhere.
Stitcher is an award-winning free app that lets you listen to all your favorite shows, plus discover from 20,000 news, entertainment, and sports shows. Create custom playlists. Rate and review the GMR Podcast on Stitcher. Available on iOS, Android, Nook, and iPad. And over 4 million car dashboards.
On demand and on the go. No downloading, no syncing, and no wasted memory. Don't have Stitcher? Download it free today at Stitcher.com or in the App Store. GMR. You're listening to the GMR Podcast.
Who is Jean? That's a question that quite a few people already know the answer to, and now it's time for you to find out who is Jean. Go to whoisjean.com, that's WHOISZHON, and you can watch the entire 20-episode series for free. It's the story of Jean, an alien, or is he, who crash-landed on Earth many, many years ago, who has now turned himself in to the authorities and claims he'll answer all of their questions. Or will he? Check it out. Whoisjean.com. WHOISZHON.com.
GMR.
GMR.
GMR. GMR.
GMR.
GMR.
GMR. Wow.
Fucking Tusk.
Tusk.
I'm all fucking
What?
discombobulated now.
What? An oddball fucking piece of text that was. I mean, you can hire the best actors in the world, but if you have the weirdest script,
Oh boy.
I
tell you.
No, go ahead, tell us, man.
Tell him, Steve Dave.
Tell us, Mark.
Tusk, I don't know what was going on with that movie. It's like you were saying, it felt a lot longer than it really was.
What was it, about 2.5 hours?
It was barely an hour and 40 minutes.
Wow.
Now, if that can get released to the theaters, guys, I didn't just play at the Loft. That was actually over at Elcon.
What was that, 2 weeks?
Yeah.
A 2-week run.
Just like Mallrats.
Just like Mallrats. Which was, let's say,
And this is the second movie of this new
80% better than this movie?
Oh, I would watch Mallrats, probably 5-6 times in a row before I'd put Tusk on again.
Why, for all the breasts?
Now, just because it's a better movie overall. Because it doesn't have a walrus in it. That's the main reason.
What's over Stan Lee in a walrus
Stan
suit?
Lee should have been in this movie. He should have been in the third
He would have been a great
suit.
walrus, wouldn't he?
That'll be the sequel. We'll come away from this podcast with the script for Tusk 2.
There's not enough money in the world to throw Stan Lee in Tusk.
Stan Lee in Tusk 2.
Because it doesn't lend itself to a sequel, I think. I don't remember the exact end of this movie.
I am the walrus. You're out of your element, Donnie.
Donnie'd be good in this movie, but he died how many years ago? He would have made a good...
Well, he died in the movie, the character.
No, I'm talking
Spoiler
Donnie.
alert.
Donnie.
If you haven't watched Big Lebowski.
No, but he's actually dead, right?
No.
He's still alive?
Yeah, but he's alive, and the guy from Tusk is still alive.
What's his name?
Buscemi?
Steve Buscemi is not alive, dude.
Yes, he
He
is.
died 5 years ago, 3 years ago.
No,
You look it up. Yeah, I guarantee you, he died 2 years ago. 16 years ago. Steve Buscemi died.
I guarantee it.
Well, at least about 8 months ago. Goodness.
See what Tusk does to you.
Tusk. Well, let's say if you have an opportunity to watch this movie,
You gotta see it at least once.
that's what he says. I say go ahead and pass on it. And just send Kevin Smith a text saying, you're a bad human. Because Kevin Smith is a little too cocky at this point.
He's making a walrus movie.
He's making these walrus movies now that don't make any fucking sense.
Not a lick of sense. That John Carter made more sense than Tusk did. And that didn't make a lick of sense either.
Kevin Smith was in John Carter, right?
Really? As what? One of the...
Well, I'm asking you a question.
No. As one of the Geonosian-looking aliens.
Wouldn't that have been weird?
There's parts of John Carter that look like they took templates from Phantom Menace and Attack of the Clones and inserted new characters into this. But it was.
Well, John
I would
Carter-
watch John Carter again before I would watch Tusk again.
John Carter was like the template for all these sci-fi shows that we have now, right?
Pretty much, yeah.
It's all the same shit.
It's all Hollywood trying to make a successful steampunk movie.
It's unfortunate that those John Carter movies didn't sell because there were so many books.
Yeah,
John
there's
Carter
supposed to be
books.
a lot more than that.
Could have been a whole franchise.
Mm-hmm.
What are we doing over here on this computer?
Oh, we're podcasting.
Oh, well, let's talk about CM Punk then. Have they
What are you, handsy?
Have they mentioned him on Howard Stern recently?
No.
Since he signed with the UFC?
This once Handsy got laid, that he's almost like a different person.
Oh, and he got laid?
Mm-hmm.
Oh, we can either talk about this and nobody will have any fucking idea what we're talking about.
If they don't listen to Sirius XM, that's their problem.
It's your problem, kids.
I still haven't heard the new Benji interview yet, or the Robin Anal special, but...
Oh, an anal special.
I thought it was a joke. Apparently it was a real thing.
Robin, at one time, let somebody penetrate her in the butt. So let's...
Sirius XM. Just subscribe and you can hear all about it.
It's like a sweeps month or something. Sign up now. They had the free 2 weeks.
They had the freebie, yeah.
So now it's time to sign up if you really want to hear about Robin Quiver's anal track.
It's the GMR Podcast.
Comes to you once a week,
Yeah.
like clockwork.
Usually.
Well,
Last week it didn't.
what happened?
Computer died.
Oh,
So, but, months from now when you're actually listening to this, listeners out there,
that seemed
you'd
flawless.
never know the difference. So.
Yeah.
Last week was the special guest show that I'm guessing went well. Still haven't heard it back yet.
Oh, the Sarah Dan.
Yeah.
It's always better when we have another person.
Mm-hmm. Tusk.
Did you hear about how
No, I didn't.
Let me start over. Did you hear about how Oklahoma and Nebraska are suing Colorado
Yep.
over the legalization of marijuana?
Let's just hope that they declassify it as Scheduled 1 and be done with it, and,
Do you think that's what's going to happen next?
that should be what happens.
When it gets to the Supreme Court, they'll if it's legal in 2 states...
And more to come. It just got passed in 2 more states.
That's true. It's legal in 4 and Washington, D.C.
Yeah, and they're trying to stop that too, but...
Well...
Can't stop progress.
So maybe they'll reclassify it?
Hopefully.
and then that,
To quote You're the Expert, prohibition don't work.
yeah. How old is that show? Who
That
has
was-
those episodes?
Yeah.
Are those on YouTube?
No, not really.
I would
Maybe like
love,
2 or
I would
3.
love to watch episodes of that show because that was good.
Classic. Our pre-recorded specials tomorrow night, which by the time you're hearing this is over with. AccessToSun.org. Look for the End of Television, and you can stream that, and you can see our holiday special, 20-year anniversary edition. 20 years? Yeah, that's how long on and off we've been doing this.
That's a long time, bro.
Never once made a walrus movie in that amount of time, so...
We had many opportunities to do that, though. Well, we chose not to. We said, hey, let's do other types of movies. Let's not appeal to the baser instincts. Where man, whatever the fuck happened in Tusk. I just watched that movie and I'm not quite sure.
Yeah, I don't want to give it all away, you know.
But it seems like it's a 3-hour movie, but it's not. So here's what you need to do. Whatever Kevin Smith was doing when he wrote the movie. So if you can get yourself some high grade marijuana, medical marijuana.
We're talking getting Doug quality shit.
And then, yeah, as much as you can ingest, and then Tusk.
It just magically appears.
It didn't work for me. I just have these weird beers.
You know, I guess it was better than the Evil Dead remake.
Is that right?
Yeah.
I don't think that's.
I know it doesn't seem possible, but at least Tusk had a little bit of a sense of humor to it, while as the Evil Dead remake was.
I'll have to watch it like 4 times.
But we're getting Evil Dead TV show coming soon.
Right?
That ought to be fucking.
When's that happening?
I think it's 2015.
I'm looking forward to.
And that will erase the reboot because that's no
12
longer
Monkeys.
canon. Yeah,
That's
12
what I thought
Monkeys
it was.
coming. Yeah.
I'm looking forward to 12 Monkeys. You're looking forward to the.
It all ties in. 12 Monkeys, Terry Gilliam, Fear and Loathing, Johnny Depp, Tusk. And all roads lead back to Tusk. You could play Kevin Bacon game with Tusk. Give me any actor and I'll tie them back to Tusk.
Rick Moranis.
Rick Moranis to Tusk. Okay. Let me think. Oh, it's very easy, sir. It's very easy. Rick Moranis was in Ghostbusters with Bill Murray. Bill Murray's in Ed Wood with Johnny Depp. Johnny Depp's in Tusk. Bam.
Ed Wood. Let's go down. Dave Thomas.
Well, it's you
Same thing.
add one more link to Rick Moranis. That's.
Oh, so we just go. Oh, fuck!
That was
not
so
a good game. God damn it! You got me there.
That was too easy. Tusk felt like it should have been an SCTV skit back in the day. Maybe a 20-minute thing,
Oh,
like
I
when you
gotta
said,
say, I
"And
gotta
the
say
movie
that-
should end right there."
And what was that about? About as soon as the
Right when we were
walrus
hearing-
appeared. That's that first moment the walrus appeared. That was when I said that,
I
right?
really hope we see some Walrus cosplay next year. As the Phoenix Comic Con's been purchased and
I'm not going to Comic Con anymore. I'm just paying for it. Somebody else.
I'll just go by myself this
That's
year.
right. You and Cliff. Let's give you all the money.
Wouldn't it be funny if it's just me and you? It's boiled down to just me and you, and you're like, you know what? Just take our fucking time.
That's how it's gonna be, dude. I guarantee you, in 5 years, that's what it's gonna be, dude.
Mm-hmm.
Unless I'm doing shit like, hey, come on, TC, come to us for Comic Con. Unless I'm doing that shit. Unless we're actively recruiting motherfuckers.
Steve-O gets his van, or
Steve-O.
Dilly Gaff performing with the mini bosses.
You know what I want for Christmas?
Underground rave.
All the stuff that I gave to Steve-O to hold for me
Oh, you still don't have that.
until I have a stable place to live. And I've had a stable place to live for about 9 months.
Oh, at least, yeah.
Yeah, Steve-O won't. Alright. The weather outside is frightful, but the lights are so delightful. Is that what it is?
Yeah.
Something like that.
Mm-hmm.
Merry Christmas, everybody.
Yeah, that's right. This is, I guess you would say this is the Christmas episode, because next episode is going to be the December 26th. So we're past that. Wow.
Wow. Say it like I said.
Wow.
Wow. You gotta emphasize the last W. Wow. They're important. It's important. Wow. Barbara, wow.
Baba. It's new sound effects for trying out. New Foley,
We ain't beat the shit out of this podcast yet.
We're halfway.
What? It's fucking Rousdower all over again, dude.
Oh, Rousdower should have been
Well,
on
I'm done.
Tusk.
I'm out of this podcast. I'll see you next year.
See you next year.
I'm done. I'm going home now.
See you next week, kids.
Hey, oh, look what I found. I guess I'm good.
Oh, there you go.
One more beer. I can put up with this thing. Are we seriously only halfway through this thing?
Yeah. Well, now we switch to our antenna TV talk. They're changing the lineup.
Oh, yeah. It's about time, dude. What are you doing, Gene?
They're keeping
Stop it.
shows that we like, and they're getting rid of some shows that we
I
like
didn't
as
do
well.
anything. Don't worry about it.
Don't worry about it.
Everything's good.
If they do this to you, don't worry about it.
What's happening, Rick?
We'll get back at them. Because they can't do this to you.
No,
They are getting rid of Adam 12. And a lot of people are bitching.
Whoa.
But you gotta make room for Small Wonder. You gotta make room for Doogie Howser. You gotta make room for Mr. Belvedere. You gotta make room for the Ropers and Three's a Crowd to have their own slot on Saturday morning. Land of the Lost and Puff and Stuff are moving to Saturday morning, which I think is good because there's no Saturday morning cartoons, and now that stuff's back on Saturday morning where it belongs. Kids can discover it, perhaps. There's other changes. Mary Tyler Moore is coming on.
About time.
Newhart is going to be added to the lineup.
New Arts.
WKRP is going to be Monday through Friday.
New Arts on the Comedy Conundrum already.
Ah, but it's going to be a everyday
daily?
thing. Yeah. They're going to move. They're moving Cotter to Sunday mornings at like 7 a.m. or something weird. So they're flipping it around.
Because I hate that show now.
The Green Hornet's going to be gone.
Good for you, Green Hornet. Unfortunate that you were not a popular television show.
The internet's slow because of all the podcasts that are downloading. Yeah, you can see all these swirlies and shit.
That's your screen.
That's the inside of the glass that I can't wipe off.
Sure. Is that because I smoked in here?
No, it's because when they put it back together, they didn't fucking wipe that off all the way, and so the smudges are still there. This is the one that bugs me up here, because it's all blurry looking.
How much you gonna have to pay to get that fucking rectified?
I could probably take it in and go, hey, but do I want to be without the computer again? So I'm gonna live with it. Besides, as these monitors get older, they start to become cloudy anyway. I'm just glad the files weren't
Can
gone.
I have it?
If my movie file was gone, I was gonna be like, oh fuck. Just give it to me.
When you're done with it, can I have it, bro?
It opened.
Guess what? I saw Kevin and Debbie the other day.
Ah,
They're doing okay, I guess.
yeah. Haven't been on the podcast in a while.
No, Debbie has never been
on our podcast.
That is true. GMR.
Well, we're done.
No, I just felt like doing station identification.
Oh.
Like I was saying, Tusk would have been improved by every 10 minutes having the words "a Smodco production" come up on the screen, because then I would have remembered what I was watching. I suspect watching it with, it's got to have a commentary.
Smodco.
Commentaries probably makes it a lot more amusing.
Oh, that'll be good,
Because
yeah.
then he'll just be cracking himself up.
Because by that
and
point, they realize
What
they
the
didn't make
fuck
any
did
money
he
on
make?
this movie. It did not do what they expected.
It should be at one of the Lofts all-night horror marathons. That's perfect candidate for the 6 a.m. movie. When you're
For
completely
the
delirious.
ridiculous aspect of it.
Oh, yeah. It's no manless the hands of fate, but damn if it ain't close. They should have just kept the whole movie in the convenience store.
Well, that's the next movie.
Oh,
Yoga Hosers.
he's got a good track record with convenience store movies.
Exactly. He's like, and then I found myself in a place where I could make another movie about a convenience store, but with my daughter.
Well, I will say I've never seen another movie about a podcast before. That was the
Might
first.
be the first.
Wow. Wow.
So I'm thinking about sending Marty to Canada so he gets sewn up in a basket like that.
Yeah, it's very Basket Case. The makeup effects reminded me of Basket Case. Especially Basket Case 2 and 3, where the freaks become even stranger and more latex.
See, I said basket, not even knowing that that was anything you meant anything. I was just saying, send you in a basket just 'cause I thought it was funny. I sew you up and make you a little, a walrus. That dude was in a basket.
I Am the Walrus. See, I bet he would have liked to license that song for the movie, because that would have been the best end credits music for that.
What was the next line after I Am the
Goo-goo,
Walrus?
choo.
Goo 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 choo. That's right. I am he and you are we and we are all together.
Oh, so the Beatles made the
Is
Walrus
that
movie
might-
first.
That is actually fuck. We should listen to that song after this podcast, dude, so I can. Oh fuck! When I was growing up, Beatles were like everything. I don't even know how I was allowed to listen to Beatles because,
Octopus's Garden, I'm the Walrus.
like, I was raised by my grandparents, and they were old, and you would have thought the Beatles would have been seriously offensive to them, right? Compared to the stuff that happened in the '40s, the Beatles were
The Beatles.
The Beatles. Is that what I sound like? Is that what you're mocking me?
And I thought the movie was going to be... I know I was doing the Ed Sullivan thing. I thought
Beatles. All right, go ahead. Do it again.
I thought-
Do it again. Do it again.
The Beatles. I thought
Do it really loud.
Well, it makes the thing overmodulate.
I want it to.
The Beatles! I thought Tusk was going to be more like the Magical Mystery Tour Beatles movie, where the guy's got the walrus suit on, he's playing the piano. But the guy did play the piano for half a second, so maybe...
You know what? You got to smoke a lot of medical marijuana
I like the fact that his name was Wallace.
and have people. Well, that was interesting.
I remember the walrus from the Woody Woodpecker cartoons. It brought that to mind.
What? Oh, the walrus. Not the Wallace. I thought you said the Wallace.
Wallace. Willis.
Walruses, though. Have you? No, I think it was seals.
What
I
is
was-
the plural? Walrus?
walruses?
Walruses.
I'll look it up.
Walrus's Garden.
Oh, we're-
The Beatles don't do songs about mollusks.
mollusk.
And then a year later, I got fucking...
Mollusk under the sea. That was a big hit. Really underrated, though. It's really, no, really, it was not a hit. The Mollusk Under the Sea.
I think Kevin
That's how
Smith's next
SpongeBob
movie,
started.
it should be about octopus. I am the Eggman.
Well, I am the walrus.
Wow.
Is that the name of the song? I am the Eggman?
I'm the walrus.
That's the name of the song?
Yep.
Goo 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 chew, motherfucker.
GMR.
And you punch a dude in the eye really hard.
Punch Chewy.
Punch it. And then Chewy. Can you imagine if Chewy hit you in the eye? Damn, that bust your eye. Probably just bust you, dude.
Let the Wookiee win.
Why wouldn't you?
GMR. 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 GMR.